Trucker Television is brought to you by JD Factors, charting a path to growth. Forbes Hewlett Transport, don't follow, join. Diesel Spec, engine tuning experts. Welcome to Trucker Television, celebrating the best of the trucking world. This week, keeping dry and safe with New Line fenders. Herb Transport, food transportation experts. Engine tuning experts, Diesel Spec. Rig of the week, a Cool Pete. But first, 12 Gauge Customs.
This particular truck and the driver are from Alberta. The driver's been with us while we've been putting the truck together. The name of his company is actually 12 Gauge Logistics. Matt, who's been with us for a while now, him and the driver are spearheading this because, like I was telling you before, projects start one way and then usually develop into something completely different. And that's how this has kind of gone.
So we'll give you a little overview of this truck here. We're building, it's a Kenworth. It got painted, everything got shaved off the roof. We put one of our visors on it, lights in it. Our mirror brackets, it's got shaved cans, and then it's got strapless breathers on it as well. It's got lights in the breathers, and he's got strobe lights in it. The very bottom light there is actually a strobe light because he hauls heavy, hauls wide. Inconspicuous when they're off, but they're really bright and they work really well when they're on, right? Normally they have square headlights in the front, so we've converted them to the round style headlights. Made the buckets bigger so we can put LED lights and stuff in them. See a lot better. This thing's getting one of our flip kits. So we've got all the parts painted ready to go on it. We've got like a full stainless grill that we were gonna put in it that we get cut ourselves. Our air ride. We've built a custom overhead console for it. All the dash, everything's gonna be red. So everything's gonna match the floor. We're putting an aluminum floor in it. It's gonna be red as well. That's actually where the camera is. I made an enclosure so it doesn't stick out real bad, but it works really well. And then we've incorporated the CB antenna into that as well and ran everything in through the bunk so it's nice and clean looking. So it's also got one of our big shock boxes for a Kenworth, so it goes right over the frame rail and everything, and it kind of tidies the whole back of the bunk right up. Smooth painted deck plates, blind mounted the fenders on it. They've got a nice clean look to them, sleek. We're just right in the middle of making this here, so in the bottom lip here, how it comes around, there's about an inch gap. After we're all done tying that in, it'll all have lights shining down on the ground there. And then all his trailer receptacles and everything come through here. And then we've done some work to his trailer. It's a tri-axle, and we've made 2 axles of lift as well. And everything that, it all runs from the cab. So he can lift the axles and everything right from the cab. He's gonna work it every day, and then on the weekends, shine it up and take it to shows. We've got all the intake and coolant pipes all painted up. The engine's still got to go for paint, but that'll happen later on. He doesn't know if he's going to do it red or just do it new cat yellow again. I had prefabbed and pre-made these steps, and they're kind of unique because Travis wanted such a big, deep cab panel that it actually came down almost to where the step is. So our regular Kenworth slip covers wouldn't fit because you got to get in behind it to pull them off. So I actually had to make a 2-piece setup. So there's a slit here, so you won't see it because the cab panel comes down, and then it bolts down through all these holes through the top face. That way you can get at your batteries and everything and have the really, really deep panel. These are monster window shades. He said he wanted something really big and unique, so we made those. They match the visor. It's got a big 14-inch visor on it, so, you know, we match them up real nice too. As the paint comes back, we'll start putting the painted products on. We've got big fuel tank skirts to go on it, and straps as well. Like I said, the cabin bunk panels still have to come back from paint, and then we'll be able to put the 8-inch pipes on it. He wants to go real tall with the pipes too, so we'll have to get everything set up and ready to go before we do that. I'm pretty excited to get it all done and get him out of here, get him working again. He'll be happy.
When we come back, Reefer Experts Herb Transport.
Diesel Spec. Tuning for performance and fuel economy.
It's a big difference for the transport with the price of the fuel. They do a great job. I was doing about 5.7 miles per gallon. Now I average between 7.5 and 8 miles per gallon.
Is fuel economy important to you? How can you not call Diesel Spec?
New Line Spray Suppression. Email us a picture of your truck and you can win a set of New Line fenders and be on national TV. New Line at truckertelevision.com. New Line Spray Suppression.
Now hiring company drivers, women and men. Late model, all Peterbilt fleet. Dependable runs, great pay and benefits. Locomote Systems, transportation specialists.
RPM Havelock, the show that has it all. Every type of cool car, all the car clubs. Artistry in iron motorcycles. Who has Canada's coolest big rig? The Trucker Television Show and Shine. Swap meet, farm equipment, boats. Be on Trucker Television at RPM Havelock, the show that has it all.
12-gauge Customs. Award-winning trucks. Big rig chrome and accessories. Shop online or call 12-gauge Customs.
Laidlaw Carriers Tank is seeking liquid tank owner-operators. Competitive fuel surcharge program. Base plates, border crossings, and tolls paid. Our people and equipment set us apart.
Closed captioning brought to you by Dean Cartage, serving the industry for over 50 years.
We operate terminals from Winnipeg through to Quebec City, so it's important to know your operating areas and work with the terminal managers. We have repair capabilities in most of those locations. Baden has become the center focus for the company. Our company started basically in the New Hamburg area, and that's where we're a bit landlocked over there as far as being able to expand the shop. So the need was to have a larger freezer and dock area, so they moved in here back in 2009, and now we're at a point where we're adding the shop facility here as well. So we're tripling the size of our floor space to be able to do repairs. We started talking about it in May of 2013. We did a presentation to the board of directors. We started with a clean slate, and we had input from all the different supervisors. All the guys in the shops had an opportunity to give us feedback as to what did we need to improve from where we're coming from. So they originally moved into that shop in 1973. It's been expanded a few times, but it was built for 40-foot trailers. Now we're at 53-foot trailers. Sleepers have gotten larger, equipment's gotten bigger, and the demand has just been that much more. So broke ground on December the 9th, 2013. It seems like a long time, but it's been a fairly quick process. So it's important that we can have the flexibility to grow the fleet, bring in the right kinds of equipment, and then maintain it and keep it running up and down the road as we need. One of the things about a temperature-controlled fleet is you have that third responsibility, and that is to control the temperature within the trailer, so we have that second engine on board. That takes a lot of responsibility and understanding of that equipment. We're very pleased with being into the new shop. We moved in gradually. We brought the reefer shop over first. Got those guys settled in. They did a great job for us getting set up for the middle of February. Then we brought our trailer shop over, and most recently the truck shop now has moved over from our new Hamburg location. So everyone's in, adjusting to the new location. We're getting our parts department set up and just working on the workflow right now to make sure that everybody's comfortable with where the parts and pieces are and making it fit. We've got some new scaffolding for the reefer shop, new exhaust systems to take the exhaust from running equipment out of the building and or welding when the guys are doing repairs. We put cranes in every one of the shops so that we have good, safe, reliable lifting devices for all the staff. New doors we put in. We'll be able to see some of the extra windows we put in for the guys in the reefer shop to get natural light up in the front part of the trailers where we do the work. So this is the trailer shop. In the trailer shop we do a lot of running repairs as well as major structural changes to the trailers, door replacements and repairs. Also we'll rebuild bogies assemblies, brakes, air tank replacements, keeping the equipment up to spec and making sure that we have all the safety requirements done before the equipment goes down the road. So this is the reefer shop. We have a power exhaust that the guys are able to power up and down onto the reefer to take the exhaust fumes out of here. But we needed to have the power exhaust system so we can raise it up and bring the crane down to this end of the shop. Sometimes we actually exchange reefer units, so we may pull a reefer unit out of the front of the trailer, put a newer or repaired unit back in, so it's important to have a crane in the shop to be able to do that. Just be truck repairs and anything on the truck from engine repairs, transmissions, running repairs, and safety inspections are done in this shop. We have 5 bays across the south side, one being a wash bay, 2 with pits and 2 with flat floors, and then the bays that we're standing in are actually long bays. We have some long straight trucks that are actually 40 feet long, so we need the extra space when we bring them in. They consume a lot of space.
It don't get better than this. Chillaxing and soaking up rays.
We can do everything in-house. We can do computer downloads as well. We have a lot of customer requests for information, so all of our new equipment is computerized reefers, so we can do downloads. We've gone to dual temp systems where we can have a fresh side of the trailer and a frozen side, and we can do downloads to give us temperature ranges on both products. It's a great opportunity as the industry realizes the need for quality carriers that Bitterroot's recognized that way and able to grow.
Life don't get better than this. We're living large in paradise.
When we come back, Rig of the Week, a cool Pete, and engine tuning experts, Diesel Spec.
Irv Transport. Good people, good living. Now hiring company drivers, owner-operators, and technicians. Employer of choice. Call to find out why. Irv Transport, another cool move.
Advanced Welding Techniques, training for success. Come see our new virtual training lab at advancedwelding.ca.
Now hiring company drivers, women and men. Late model, all Peterbilt fleet. Dependable runs, great pay and benefits. Locomote Systems, transportation specialists.
Time to trick out your big rig? Check out ZZ Chrome's huge inventory of high-end chrome and stainless accessories, bumpers, visors, pipes, LED lighting, and more, plus custom fabrication and installation. Find us online at zzchrome.com.
The new Trucker Television, starting Sunday, June 14th. The best of Canadian trucking. Not actors, truckers. The new Trucker Television, Sundays at noon.
Diesel Spec. Tuning for performance and fuel economy.
It's a big difference for the transport with the price of the fuel. They do a great job. I was doing about 5.7 miles per gallon. Now I average between 7.5 and 8 miles per gallon.
Is fuel economy important to you? How can you not call Diesel Spec?
It's a 2008 Peterbilt with a 485 Cummins and a little bit more since IDP here in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada has done some work to it.
When I woke up in the morning,
The DPF filter plugged up, we took that out of there. Ended up running down the road. It never had these air cleaners on it. We put these air cleaners on it, gave it a few more horsepower that way. When they did the DPF, they reprogrammed the computer, gave it some more horsepower there. Then the turbo ended up going, so we took the turbo off, put an aftermarket turbo on. I think it was a Big Dog or something turbo. Manifold didn't work, so we had to do the manifold, and they reprogrammed it again and tore all the EGR stuff off the Cummins, and works like a charm now. Fuel mileage is way better. Anywhere somebody wants to pay, it's can go off-road, down the highway, down the gravel. Sometimes you're stuck, probably had mud all the way up to about here, up to the step, and back to the car wash you go to keep her clean.
Any crazy recovery stories or anything that comes to mind, sticks out?
This always happens when somebody asks me, I forget, but pulling graders, or pulled the grader out of the Saskatchewan River. I don't know, just rollovers, and everything's kind of neat to go do. That's why I'm still here. Started out just towing, and I like towing. Started out towing, I guess, for the guys at Astro Towing there, driving leased operators trucks, and they're just always clean all the time, and that's what made me, now I'm kind of a neat freak, and I don't know, you always got to have a nice truck and looks good. Orange, everybody stares at you when you go by, and when it's clean, they stare even more. Spare time, just polish. It's what all you can really do in this job, is polish in between trips, and sometimes sit back and just stare at it.
The only thing we don't work on is gas. We're just strictly diesel, light duty, heavy duty, the mid duty trucks. We're set up for diesel and diesel only. We don't want to get into the gas market. Diesel's treated us very well over the years, so we've just kind of stuck to that market. That's where we started, that's where we're growing, and that's where we want to stay. Early EGR trucks are very glitchy. Come wintertime, the EGR DPFs and the urea systems are the #1 complaint on the semis and light duty trucks. We don't see a lot of trucks coming in here because of a mechanical failure. We see a lot of trucks coming in because of the failure of the emissions equipment. We understand what we're trying to do. If we can work with the guy trying to keep the system intact, great. If we can't because it is cracked, or it's just the guy is fed up spending thousands upon thousands of dollars trying to maintain, repair, and keep it going, and hitting a brick wall with the parts failing, and they don't have any other options, and we'll look at doing the delete on the truck. In the 70s, when the catalytic converter came out for the gas engine, everybody cut them off. And it took 20 plus years to refine the catalytic converter to make it work properly on a gas engine. I don't know how long it'll take for them to actually make the filters work properly. There is guys that are doing glider kits. So they'll buy a brand new truck, they'll put a glider engine into it, either an old Detroit 60 series that's been rebuilt, or they'll find a 6NZ or a Signature Series ISX, anything pre-emission kind of thing. Just because they want the reliability of the truck, where before, you know, you used to be able to jump in a truck, drive it 1,000,000 miles, change the oil, change the fuel filters and service it and never have a problem with it. Now guys are blowing engines out at 200,000 kilometers and they're blaming it on carbon packed through the EGR systems, and they really don't have an answer for it. I know a lot of guys that are scrambling just because their trucks are costing them more towing them back to the repair shop because of the emissions that are on there. From the days of old where you were setting the rail on the injectors to try and make a little more horsepower and economy, now you can do it electronically. And I mean, once we're done, we've had guys come back with anywhere from a half mile to the gallon gain to 3 miles to the gallon gain. So it all depends on where the truck was to where it's going.
When we come back, keeping dry and safe with New Line fenders.
Irv Transport. Good people, good living. Now hiring company drivers, owner-operators, and technicians. Employer of choice. Call to find out why. Irv Transport. Another cool move.
12-gauge customs. Award-winning trucks. Big Rig Chrome and Accessories. Shop online or call. 12-gauge customs.
New Line Spray Suppression. Email us a picture of your truck and you can win a set of New Line fenders and be on national TV. New Line at truckertelevision.com. New Line Spray Suppression.
Dragon Jeans. What Biker TV rides in. Protect your assets. Dragon Jeans. Ontario Truck Driving School. Your path to success. Training for your future. Thousands of jobs. Ontario Truck Driving School.
Diesel Spec. Tuning for performance and fuel economy.
It's a big difference for the transport with the price of the fuel. They do a great job. I was doing about 5.7 miles per gallon. Now I average between 7.5 and 8 miles per gallon.
Is fuel economy important to you? How can you not call Diesel Spec?
Our secret to success really is building a quality product. It's attention to detail, having the right suppliers supply us different items that we feel are important to building a quality trailer, and also our attention to doing the little things right. And that's our motto. It's not just building an initial product. We're trying to build a product that's going to last for years to come, and we also want to make sure that we look after you purchase the trailer from our dealers. Loping Industries is a trailer manufacturer. We build on-highway trailers, flat deck, step deck, grain trailers, and they're built for the diverse Canadian market that we have. There's, like I mentioned, the grain trailers are primarily a prairie trailer, and then of course we've got B-trains and step decks and flats that run the rest of the country. Kind of in the midpoint of Canada, so we ship all the way to Abbotsford or all the way down to Truro, Nova Scotia. So it's a good geographical location for us to manufacture, and we deal typically or mostly in the Canadian market. We build very few trailers that are shipped over to the US, so our customer base is Canadian, and we pride ourselves in being a Canadian manufacturer. There's no regulation on fenders per se, but it certainly does a couple of things. It protects the trailer that you've spent the money on purchasing because the unimproved roads and gravel roads that I mentioned, and even on highway today, there's a lot of salt and sanded roads in the wintertime, and that contains some of that spray and keeps it from flying all over, first of all, your trailer, the customer's trailer, as well as the vehicle surrounding it. So it acts as a double protection, and it's a very important part of the trailer today. The Newline product came into our makeup a number of years ago when we started offering different fender options for our customers. Primarily, they started on the grain trailers. There's so many different road conditions in Canada. There's a lot of aggregate roads or unimproved roads that people travel on, and containing the amount of gravel that's being thrown required fenders. So we started looking around for a fender that was a tough, reliable fender. And we were looking for a vendor to work together with us and to offer a product for our customers. So that's where we got our relationship started with Newline, and it's only gotten larger ever since. Typically, we started with a flat fender that we manufactured in-house, and we realized that we needed to outsource to something that was, or our customers were asking for something a little more attractive than what we were currently building. And the Newline product fit the bill, and the guys were very willing to work with us into the design of a product that would work for us. So that's where it started.
Gonna help you find your way. Lifetime spent working, my brother ain't gonna get through your day.
In today's world, we see more and more customized trucks coming out there than there ever used to be, right? It's kind of their traveling office, so they love to make it look sharp and shiny, and obviously if you're putting it on your truck, you want your trailer to have a similar appearance. The guys love a shiny looking product on their trailer as well, so it's not just functional, it's also a little bit of the bling factor that plays into it for sure. We've been with Newline for quite a number of years, and they've been our exclusive supplier of fenders, and our customer feedback's been very good over the years.
Next week on Trucker Television, Legend of Trucking, Vernon Erb. 12-gauge customs, cool custom parts. Rig of the week, a cool Pete. Engine tuning experts, diesel spec. And keeping dry and safe with Newline fenders. Trucker Television is brought to you by Chrome for Kids Truck Show and Shine, supporting Children's Hospital, Locomote Systems, Transportation Specialists. Be on Trucker Television at Truck and Roll Encore.